Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Dead Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop RPG where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products and check out their micro red category of games. They are ready to play tabletop RPGs with their settings and a streamlined version of the red system. Definitely check it out. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Today, I am reviewing the amazing solo and multiplayer collection of items, but also source of adventure seats and world building for tabletop RPGs, be it solo or playing with someone else. This is the Artifacts and Artifice Second Edition Vol.1, a collection of arcane items by Jason Evans Payne, one of the greatest solo authors or GM-less authors out there. This book, like I said, you can use it with your group when you are a game master or dungeon master, but you can also use it in your solo adventures or in your co-op adventures, that is, playing with your friends and you have no game master. No problem. This Artifacts and Artifice book is part of the Game Master emulation. Now, let's talk about the quality of the PDF. The quality is great. Everything is well written, organized, and explained. You have bookmarks, you have hyperlinks. The graphic design is colorful yet simple. And you have awesome looking illustrations. However, this review is going to be spoiler free. No spoilers in this review, so I won't be giving you too many details about the items here. So overall, the quality is great. Now, let's talk about the contents. So what exactly is this? This is a book with many powerful magical artifacts. You randomly generate these artifacts, and of course, they could be the MacGuffin, they could be the center of the adventure, perhaps the entire campaign. There could be villains after these powerful artifacts, or maybe the player characters are seeking out these powerful relics to employ them in their particular quest for better or for worse. Who knows what sorts of adventures they are undertaking, right? You have many of them with various names that are quite evocative of their function. You have things such as the Diadem of Despair, the Belt of Dark Knives, the Mage Killer Helm, the Oaken Tiara, the Ravendown Helm, the Slave Crest, the Tonic Greaves, the Veneer of Tendrils, the Barple Bracers. I would say that most of them are not weapons. Most of them are pieces of armor or utility gear, but they are still quite powerful. Now let's talk about a few of them. Let me change the illustration. Like I said, they are mostly focused on protection and utility, but each one has various random tables. You can generate rumors about the artifacts. You have the background history and information for each artifact as well. You have the effects, the description, the visual representation of the object. When it comes to the effects, they are, of course, mechanics related to the rules of the system, but you also have that thematic, fictional touch to them. This is not just simply you have a +1 or -2 to whatever. This is related to the elaboration process of the artifact. Perhaps it was made through alchemy or some sort of arcane blacksmith technique. So the effects not only provide you with various wondrous effects, they are also tied to the background history of the item. And what about the rumors? Maybe there is a piece of armor that injects curatives automatically, right? The rumor could be partially true, or maybe it is false. That can also be determined randomly. During your solo or GM-less adventures, you could generate the rumor, investigate it, and after sufficient clues have been acquired, then make the roll to see if the rumor is true, partially true, or false. And of course, context should be given priority. If everything points out, all of the clues that you have gathered point out to the artifact to be true, to actually exist, but then you obtain the result of false, maybe there is something else that is false about it. Maybe the place where the item is located, maybe the background history of the item, but the item does exist. You can even determine various nuances, such as alchemical details, if alchemy was employed on the creation of the item. And you can even tweak around these tables and rumors. I would say that you can easily modify some random results before playing the game, and then you make your rolls on your custom tables, and it would still be surprising because you never know what is going to result from the combinations of the prompts matched with the encounter. You can determine the location, the command word. Although there is another document that is really good for command words. Let me take a look at the name. I reviewed it a few days ago. This is the Flextail Artifact Command Word Toolkit, also available by the designer, by the publisher. All of this background information and even the sorts of character classes that could seek out the items, such as, well, paladins and clerics are looking for that item because it enhances their spellcasting, or maybe rogues want that artifact because it offers powerful effects of invisibility and keeping you silent, right? So it's great. Each one of these artifacts could serve to spawn various adventures in a single campaign. So overall, what do I think about the Artifacts and Artifice Second Edition Vol.1 Collection of Arcane Items book? I think this is great, but I think the value is enhanced when you play solo or cooperatively without a game master. Sure, you can play with this with your group, you can use it before the adventure or improvise. Maybe you need to make a few quick rolls during the adventure and now you have a plethora of choices for more complexity or depth for that particular adventure that you are running. But in the case of solo and cooperative gaming, did you discover something about some ruins in the Forbidden Swamps? Now you make your roll and it turns out that those ruins, they are connected to this piece of armor or to this necklace or to this mysterious vial with a strange liquid. And you make your rolls during the adventure and the surprises keep on happening. So my highest recommendation, definitely get Artifacts and Artifice Second Edition Vol.1. You will not regret it. I am going to review another book by this same publisher, by the way, in about a week or so, and I think you will love it as well. Thank you for watching this review. Thank you for watching this review of Artifacts and Artifice Second Edition Vol.1. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.